Good afternoon, Lancaster. This is Lancaster Connects. My name is Ben McClure, your host for today. It is the first Monday in August, Monday, April 4th. Oh my gosh, August 4th. This is not April. Don't believe anything I say. August 4th. I was out of town for the, welcome. Look at that. I like the little welcome tab up there. Yeah. Welcome back, maybe to me. I was on vacation across the last 2 Mondays and feel like I've been gone for maybe longer than that, but it's only been 2 Mondays. Glad to be back hosting Lancaster Connects today. We've got a couple of great guests. We've got Bill Klees and Kailey Hurst. We're going to bring them on in just a little bit from Woodcrest Retreat up in Ephrata here in Lancaster County. Going to have a great conversation with them. If it's your first time joining Lancaster Connects, this is a show where we feature conversations with great people doing amazing things in the Lancaster community, and our guests are nothing short of that. If you're watching again for the first time, love for you to go to YouTube. Chris, I'm loving these graphics. I've never seen these graphics before. Amazing. Chris at Cast Ahead Productions. If you need a podcast producer, he's your guy. He's telling us to like and subscribe here with those little buttons on the screen. Just visit YouTube. Search up Lancaster Connects. You'll see us. We're over 500 subscribers now, which is awesome. Would love to grow that. The more people that see this show, the more the organizations that we feature on this show can be impacted positively to do their mission and impact, again, the Lancaster community. That's what this show is all about. This show is also available on all the podcast producers or podcast shows. My gosh, words are hard today. All the podcast players, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to your podcasts. It's an audio podcast. This is also a video podcast. We're broadcasting live on Facebook. And of course, we live on YouTube as well. If you'd like to watch past episodes, you can see that at lancasterconnects.com. Visit that site. Up at the top, you'll see a button for watch past episodes. This is episode 206. So there's 205 great episodes on lancasterconnects.com or on YouTube. Either place, you can watch all the past episodes. Again, see the conversations with great people that we feature right here in Lancaster County. Man, the weather has been amazing here in early August. This weekend was just about as gorgeous of an August weekend as you could have. I had fun with my family this weekend. Went to a baseball game yesterday. Watched the Phillies beat up on the Detroit Tigers. That's a little nudge, side nudge to producer Chris, who's an all things Detroit fan. He actually commented on a Facebook post of mine. Go Tigers. No, go Tigers. Go Phillies. Go Phillies. But it was a great game. Unbelievable. There we go. Yeah. My son Julian and I, right off the field there in Citizens Bank Park. If you've never been to Citizens Bank Park, it's an amazing ballpark. The game itself, I love the game of baseball. The game itself was probably, I've seen a ton of baseball live, probably the best defensive baseball game I've ever watched. Great plays on both sides of the ball. It's an exciting game. It was only 2-0, so great pitching matchup, great defensive plays, diving catches in the outfield, diving plays in the infield, plays at the plate. Like, it was just an amazing game. I know sometimes people like to see the long home runs, and that's cool. There was a home run, a Schwarbomb last night. A lot of people like to see high scoring games. Man, give me the pitcher's duel, the 2-0 pitching duel with great defense. It was just an awesome game, awesome experience. So yeah, thanks for pulling that up there, Chris. And I don't mean boo Tigers. There's nothing wrong with the Tigers. It's just, if they're playing the hometown team, you're not gonna cheer for the opponent. So, all right. So enough about me. Enough about baseball. Let's bring on our great guests today. We've got Bill Klees and Kailey Hurst from Woodcrest Retreat. Let me not forget that R. Right here in Ephrata in Lancaster. How are you both today?
We're great.
Doing pretty good.
Awesome. Well, excited to have this conversation with you. For most, maybe a lot of people watching, they might not be familiar with Woodcrest Retreat. I know I was not when you came on our radar to be on the show. So let's let our watchers and listeners know what man, I can't say that, Woodcrest Retreat is all about. Go ahead, whoever wants to start.
Well, thanks for having us here. It's a great privilege to be here. So Woodcrest, we're a Christian retreat center up in Ephrata. Our heart and passion is 8 weeks of summer youth camp. We do day, overnight, and off-site trips. But beyond that, we're a place for people, organizations, churches, families to come together and just experience the wonder of God through His creation. We have many facilities that can be rented, lots of recreational activities. Our goal is to get people out of the ordinary and help them to experience the extraordinary.
That's really cool. So, are these campers? Let's talk about the summer camp. Campers are here for a week-long period of time. Is that right?
For most of the summer, yeah.
Yeah.
We do day camp Monday through Friday. We have overnight camps the same length for various age groups. This is our last week of camp. It's a mini week for the youngest campers to kind of get their feet wet with the overnight experience. So they're only here for 3 days.
Yep.
Monday through Wednesday. Yeah.
Yep. And when you say day camp, that's more like you drop off in the morning and parents pick up in the
They're
afternoon.
here roughly 9 to 4, yeah.
Okay. Yep. And then the overnight camp would be Monday through Friday sort of thing?
Monday through Friday. They came in this morning, and this group will leave Wednesday. Normally it's Friday at 6 o'clock.
That's awesome. And so, Bill, you're the executive director, and Kailey, you are hospitality coordinator. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Hospitality.
Yep. So I'd like to know, Kailey, what does a hospitality coordinator do?
Yeah, it's kind of a catch-all name for me, honestly. I think a little bit of everything around here. So anytime we have someone coming in to use one of our facilities, I go through and make sure that it's good for them. I work with the phones a lot of times in the office, answering phone calls, signing people up for our events. I help coordinate a lot of the events, planning them and everything. So like Fall Fest, a little bit of Journey to Bethlehem, banquet, things like that. I'll play a hand in, and yeah, just assisting around the office with random things. With summer camp, I am here overnight, actually the whole week, interacting with kids, with staff, supporting in that way, making sure that we're able to run smoothly.
She gets to do all the fun stuff.
Yeah, right. And Bill, you're the executive director. You do the non-fun stuff? What do you do? Executive director wears all the hats, right?
It is. No, I make sure for those 8 weeks, I'm in the office as little as possible, out with the kids, interacting with the staff, making sure that I have a presence, what's going on here.
Yeah, and how, you may have said it, and I may have missed it. How long has the camp been in existence?
Yeah, so Woodcrest was started in 1959.
Wow, okay.
Ephrata Mennonite Church purchased the initial property as just a place to kind of create a place to get away from everything. They started day camp in 1969. As it grew, they said, this is more than we can handle. They kind of spun off a separate 501c3. And so we've had now our 65th year of summer camp.
Wow. And Bill, how long have you been involved?
I'm a newbie. I'm a transplant from the northern PA. I came in 2020.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. And same with you, Kailey. How long have you been with Woodcrest?
Yeah. So I started on staff here as a day camp counselor, actually, back when I was 16, 6 years ago. I've been coming here, though, since I was a child with family, and I was a camper here myself as well. So
that's cool. This is my first time meeting you. I was hoping you might say that because I'm wondering if that's kind of like the evolution of I'd like to know more about the camp counselors, who they are, what their job responsibilities are. But it's cool that you were a camper and felt led to be an employee. Can you kind of talk us through that journey, like your experience as a camper, what you felt and learned as a camper, and how that inspired you to be a camp counselor here at Woodcrest?
Yeah, so I actually first got introduced to Woodcrest with my family coming here in our campground every summer with our church. Ended up transferring into a summer camp kiddo here as a camper. One of my friends from school actually invited me to come with them. That would have been back when I was probably 7. Started in the day camp, did a couple of years of overnight, really enjoyed it. Had another friend from school actually come back for the counselor and training program, or we call it RISE here. So I joined her for that. That's a 2-week program that we run. It's overnight for kids ages 15 to 16, for them to just really get a feel of what it's like to be on staff here. So that's how I kind of got introduced back in 2020 as 15-year-old, volunteered afterwards as a day camp counselor, kind of moved up in the ranks a little bit through my years. I did a couple of years of day camp, moved up to Truckers, which is our middle school aged day camp, working with them. Last year, I would have been snack bar manager and support staff. So away from the kids, a little bit more behind the scenes, and then also transitioned to hospitality coordinator. I mean, can't get away from this place, really. There's kind of a saying that once you're in it, you're here for at least 5 years, and we've hit that mark. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bill, how cool is it to see those types of stories and situations happen, camper to counselor and beyond?
It's why I love camp. There's a community in camping that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And those are the success stories when you see kids that are here as campers come through. They love it so much they can't wait to be on staff. It's a joy to see that progression.
That's cool. So we're using the word camp. Obviously, there's an overnight aspect. Is it tent camping, or is there cabins, or what is the camping part of it?
So overnight, we have what's called bunk houses. They're very rustic.
Yep. I remember.
Out of the normal. And so, they're like Adirondack shelters. So it's 3 sides with beds, and then a half side in the front with a screen. We're phasing those out. We're actually in a building project to bring in Lancaster log cabins, which will have year-round facilities.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So that'll be a huge upgrade when we finish that.
And is there any tent camping, or it's all in these bunk houses or soon-to-be log houses?
We do have our campground, so that would be RV camping and tent camping. We do have a few cabins already for lodging. So we have 2 Lancaster log cabins already that we've kind of gotten in here to kind of test out the waters with those. And then we have a couple of others. So we are able to do some group camping with these new cabins. Like you said, year-round facilities will allow us to do more youth retreats. That's a huge area where we have lots of people asking to come, but we just can't hold them. So that'll be a big help for us to be able to have that many. Yeah, so there you can see one of the rustic cabins that we use for our overnight camp program, and we have our pavilions. They're showing you the Indian Rock Center, which contains a couple of meeting rooms. That's our dining hall there. So we have lots of space.
We have space for a board meeting that holds 3 to 12, all the way up to our dining hall, which is over 300.
Oh, wow. Okay. So there's a network of churches that you're associated with that can reserve that space and reserve.
It's open to anyone. So last year we served over 350 different churches.
Oh, wow.
In Lancaster and beyond. You don't need to be a supporting church to do that. You can just call our reservation department, and Kailey and Doris will reserve a space for you, anywhere from one of those meeting spaces to a pavilion to a campground, whatever you need for your event.
That's awesome. So you're about to wrap up your summer camp season. School is starting soon, which is crazy to say. Was there anything that made this summer camp stand out from past years? Did you do anything different or new this year?
I mean, every summer is different because you got a different connection with the staff and campers. This year was weird because we started off the summer with 60-degree rain, and then the next week was over 100-degree heat.
You've had some unique weather
beyond
situations.
That, Kailey, we had some unique things this year because we have a whole new staff leadership team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What were some of those unique things that we have at that?
Yeah. So we have new leadership on the full-time level outside of summer camp, but then we also had new ones coming in, stepping up into roles that were counselors in the past and are now on our directors for the summer. So that was a big growth step for them. We also introduced a new summer camp position this year. We called them camper engagement facilitators. They were really meant to combat homesickness and like kids who act out. That was something that was really big for us last year. We had a record number of homesick campers. This year with those new positions, we've had hardly any at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was a huge success for us, and a glad addition that we had. And there was just a lot of chaos this summer, organized chaos.
Organized chaos.
Yeah, right. Everything is organized chaos.
Yeah.
Right. With kids, of course. But it's just really cool to see God move through that chaos, very evidently, even through when times feel like it's not good.
Yeah.
There's always something to stick out. So
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because some of these kids, it's probably their first time maybe away from home and away from their parents, especially in an overnight setting. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you work through some of those challenges?
Yeah. So since probably post-COVID, we've seen increases in anxiety, depression, all the things that come from having a generation that is attached to a screen.
Sure.
And so studies are just showing the challenges that come from that. And so we provide, one of my favorite statistics is we create over 99,000 hours of screen-free summer, where kids are off their devices and in the midst of creation.
Yep.
And so with that, though, comes challenges, because most kids don't know how to disconnect.
Yep.
And so we brought in these CEFs, these camper engagement facilitators, just really to be there to help kids process what life is like when their parents aren't there, when they're not on a phone, when they're in an uncomfortable environment, to help them kind of adjust and feel like this is where you belong.
Yeah. And what's the youngest age of a camper and the oldest age of a camper? What's your range there?
Yeah. So day camp starts at 6, having graduated from kindergarten.
Yep.
Regular day camp is up to age 11. We have our trekkers, which is our teen day camp. We're one of the only camp in Lancaster County that has a teen day camp. That's for 12, 13, and 14-year-olds. We have overnight that is from 7 to 16. And then our RISE staff training is 15 and 16. We also do outbound, which is they come here on camp, but then we send them offsite for a week of high adventure canoeing, rock climbing, whitewater rafting. And that's ages 14, 15, and 16 as well.
That's cool. So what does a day look like for an overnight camper? Like, what time are they getting up? What are they doing in the morning? Are they preparing meals? Are they hiking around, doing activities? What does their day look like?
We consider ourselves, what sets us apart from other Christian camps or other camps in Lancaster is we're very rustic. So the overnight, you're cooking your breakfast in the morning over a campfire.
That's awesome. Love it.
Then you have roll call. You're doing some exercises. You have devotional Bible time, choice activities where every day there's different activities. What are some of the choice activities that we have?
Yeah, so we have ice cream making with like shakers in a bag. We'll play random sports sometimes. We have a little catch and release pond where they can go fishing, archery like you saw there on the video, hiking around sometimes.
Of course.
Low ropes course. Yeah, that's another one. It's a wide range, a little bit of everything.
They have crafts, nature. So you just saw some pictures of our nature center with the snake, and we have quite the collection of critters that we use to help us teach and expose kids to unique and different things. Afternoons, pool, water slide, games. And then in the evenings, they cook their supper again over the campfire. Game time. Fireside is our evening devotional time. We bring an outside speaker and just share with them important truths to help them learn who they are, their identity, and the hope that we have in Jesus. And then nighttime activities, which could be almost anything.
Yeah.
Yep. That's so cool. Gosh, I mean, you do so much there, and I'm sure it takes an army of people to make this happen. Can you kind of go behind the scenes and talk a little bit about the staff and who the staff is, maybe, and what it takes to put this whole camp experience on for these kids?
So there's 12 of us year round that are either full-time or part-time, various roles and capacities. We hire over 70 staff for this summer to do everything from counseling to maintenance to kitchen to lifeguards to housekeepers, all of that. But as soon as camp's over, we'll start planning 2026. Probably we'll give everyone a couple days, a week's, couple breaks. But September comes, we're already planning.
Wow.
We're contacting this year's staff to find out, hey, are you able to come back? What role do you want?
Yep.
And then We start recruiting at colleges and churches in October.
Yep.
We're meeting regularly. We have what's called Castles, conversations around summer themes and logistics, where we're just hammering out all things about the summer, reading surveys and evaluations from the parents this year. What did we do well? What can we do better?
Yep.
So the next 9 months are really just hammering out themes, new programs, budgets, all that fun stuff that people don't realize that has to happen in order to make summer successful.
Yeah, you don't just open the gate to the retreat and people go in and it just happens, right? There's a lot of planning involved.
Yeah.
My goodness, wow. So maybe you could share. Obviously, you don't have to share names or anything like that, but maybe some stories from some of these campers. Maybe it's an overnight camper that day one was maybe that shy, reserved, not sure what they're going to experience kid, and by the end of it they're just feeling amazing, making connections, or maybe it's a day camper that has a similar experience. But can you share some lives impacted by I'm sure there's thousands of stories that you have.
Hell yeah.
But maybe you each have a story that you could share.
I've been working with our director of discipleship this summer with a young boy, just a wonderful kid. Had some challenges. He would be, we call it an eloper. He would, if he got frustrated, would just run away.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so working with his parents, learning from them, like, how can we come alongside this child and make this a success for him? So he was here all 8 weeks. A lot of our day campers, about 40% of our day campers are here for 6 or more weeks because it's childcare for them.
Yeah.
And so just to see him coming now, week 8, he gives you hugs. He's smiling. He brought cookies today for our director of discipleship. Seeing him thrive, moving from where he was week 1 to where he is week 8, is one of those success stories. Like, this is why we do what we do.
Yeah. Kailey,
I know you have some.
I was going to say, there's another one this summer that, starting off at the beginning, he struggled a lot with just not telling the truth about things. There's multiple scenarios that came up that he would just flat out lie about the scenario and kind of stick to that. Obviously, we knew what actually was going on. And so, one of our staff sat down and prayed with him over what was going on. And it was literally like a day or two later, he came back to the staff person and told them that, they were like, hey, I think the prayer actually worked because I'm not afraid to tell the truth anymore. I'm not worried about what's going to happen to me afterwards. And we've seen a drastic change in that child where now he's coming up and telling us things that aren't a huge deal and we probably didn't need to know, but thanks for telling us. Like, he's willing to come to us with those things now. He feels comfortable. He's willing to, deal with the consequences of when they do come and if they come. It's
great. A lot of camps don't have the opportunity to have multiple weeks with campers.
Okay.
They're usually there for 1 week and they move on.
Okay.
We get the joy of having so many campers that are here for extended period of time to develop relationships with them. Over 60% of our kids are coming back multiple years. So we're building those relationships with them and their parents. We now have 3rd generation campers. Their grandparents have dropped it off their grandchildren because they were here as a camper. And
that's
so
cool.
it's community.
Yeah.
Yes, we love.
Yeah.
And real transformation for these kids. And I'm sure you hear from parents about the transformation that they maybe see with their children as well.
Yeah,
that's
just heard this morning from a parent who shared at her church on Sunday about her grandchild and just how transformative this summer has been, from her being kind of shy and quiet to being like, grandmother said, she's out helping other campers have a good time too. So she's coming alongside and that's what camp does. It gets people to experience things they don't get to experience, kind of define who they are in a safe environment with people who care for them.
Did you have something to say, Kailey?
No.
Okay, yeah. So
that's unusual.
So talk a little bit about the specifics. How can a parent sign their child up? What does it cost? How early in advance should they sign up? Maybe you could, and maybe Chris can bring up the website where I'm sure the details reside as well.
We serve over 2,000 kids a summer.
Wow.
Registration opens beginning of January.
Okay.
But all the dates and pricing will be up on our website probably by October, early November. So we do always tell parents to register early. We have about 20 to 30 kids each week on a wait list that don't get in. Pricing, we have what's called a tiered pricing system. We do have a number of supporters that help subsidize camp because the DNA of Woodcrest is that finances should never be a hindrance to keeping people from experiencing the power of camp. So we added a tiered pricing, which means you can kind of pick the price you want to pay for camp. If you have the resources and you want to pay what the full price of camp actually costs, that's available. But then there's a half price and then there's a fully subsidized, as well as we give out over $17,000 in camper scholarships every year to make sure that anyone who wants to be here can be here.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And do you have sponsors of the program, or like churches and organizations?
We do have churches. We have business partnerships as well.
Okay.
Every rental facility, 10% of your rental facility goes back in to help support that subsidy for summer camp. So whether you're here having a campground or you're renting a meeting space or having a family reunion, you're helping with the mission because we believe you're part of our community.
Gotcha. So I'm glad you brought that up. So when you say the rental facilities, I think Chris showed a picture of an RV there. So that's somebody maybe from the public renting that space in your campground area, and you're saying 10% of their rental fee for that plot for the summer or for that week or whatever it is goes into the camp.
It does, to help support that summer ministry.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we'll shift a little bit. I know there's a fall festival and concert coming up. So, let's talk about what that is and what's involved with it, and maybe how the community can also get involved.
Yeah, we try to have different community events each season, and so the fall is our big fall family fun fest. This year, we are to kick off the final push to fund our cabins. We're having Rhett Walker, who's a Christian artist, come in and do a benefit concert for us. That will be held at Lancaster Evangelical Free Church on October 3rd. He's fairly well known in the Christian circles as an artist, kind of a country pop sound to him. And then Saturday is all games and activities for the kids, open to the community. Kailey's adding some new things this year. What are you doing?
Yeah, so this year we have a couple of things. A lot of it is geared towards kids. We want to give the adults something to do as well. So we are actually looking for people to come as yard sale vendors and also craft vendors, so that we can do a community yard sale in one of our big pavilions and kind of out in the surrounding gravel lot. And then we also host a silent auction every year. This year we are moving it to online so that it can start a little bit in advance. And that way people can bid on items and they're not actually present, but they still want to support, whether it's they're on vacation or they're not able to be there. That way they can still have a hand in what's going on and what we're trying to do.
We have great food vendors. We reach out to different organizations. It's sort of their fundraiser as well. So churches, youth groups will come in, and we have lots of food vendors, live music. It's just a really fun, casual, low stress day for everybody.
That's cool. And that's the Saturday, October...
That's October 4th.
4th, okay. 4th. And you said the camping starts on the 3rd, the day before, and that's...
You can come and camp that weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that concert is at the LEFC Church in Lidditz. Is that right?
Correct. Very good. Yeah.
My neighbor goes there.
Yeah. We normally would have it on site, but we were told that our site can't hold this concert. We're not big enough. So we had to find one of our partner churches to help us kind of facilitate that.
And how far are you? I know you're in Ephrata. How far are you from that church?
15 minutes.
20. Yeah. Not
cool.
too far.
And for yard sale vendors, like what types of things would you, or like who would come to be a yard sale? Like, are you looking for particular types of items or just
literally anything? If you have stuff that you're trying to get rid of, you haven't had a yard sale recently, or you have and you didn't quite get rid of everything. It's what are we running the pricing at?
$10 a table.
$10 a table. It's like you get a little square kind of mapped out for you. And just come and enjoy the community with other people, enjoy some of the food while you're here.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's just a great way to get everybody out of all ages.
That's great. That's great. So I know the ministry doesn't start and stop at the beginning of camp and the end of camp, right? It's a,
Yeah.
it's a year-long process for you. Can you maybe talk a little bit about your year-long ministry efforts?
Yeah. So the rental facilities are going all year round.
Yep.
About 35,000 people will step on Woodcrest property over the course of a year.
Wow. Okay.
Renting facilities or being here for an event.
Yeah.
Our biggest community event is what we call Journey to Bethlehem. It's a walk-through live nativity at Christmas time.
Oh, neat.
We have each night 70 plus actors and crew that put on a dramatization of the birth of Jesus. It's fantastic. It's great. We get over 3,000 people through on 2 weekends, a part of that. We do youth events every quarter, so youth groups come together and we have youth events. We have Senior Day. We invite senior citizens to come for a day of music, crafts, games, food. We do a pastors' conference in April, and just invite our local churches to come and have a day of encouragement, teaching, and fun. We do, a little bit of. We have our golf tournament. Different ways to connect with different people in our community to provide a space for them.
We also offer winter camps. So it's a time for our summer camp kiddos to come back again in the winter and experience camp, but when it's snowing outside, maybe.
Right.
So just experiencing it in a little bit of a different way so they can see all their friends and their counselors again and get them back here. School of Wonder is another thing that we do here. It's classes that we put on for homeschool families in the community. They can come here and enjoy outdoor classes. We have our School of Wonder teacher here.
We do field trips for private and public schools. They can come for a day. Select different classes that meet their educational goals and get out and enjoy the outdoor classroom a bit. So it's probably one of our faster growing ministries. We just started that in 2020, and it's grown very well. We had probably over 15 schools come through last year, probably about 1,500 students.
How big is the property? I mean, you do so many amazing things there. I feel like it's like huge.
You got to make it up here.
I
So
do.
it's 110 acres.
Wow, okay. That is a big property.
We use about 40% of that. The other 60% is hiking trails, woods, just ways in which you can get out into creation and enjoy it.
That's so great. And I want to go back at the beginning of when you were talking about the year-round stuff, you mentioned Journey to Bethlehem, I think it was called. Did you say every night there's 70 actors?
70 plus actors and crew that are putting it on. So it's 6 scenes that take you through from the announcement of Mary being with the child to the wise men at the end, where they're contemplating a journey to follow the star, and everything in between. With the birth of a live baby, usually in one of our bunkhouses, we have live animals, sheep and horses and chickens and bunnies. It's a very unique experience.
That's so cool. And so there's a fee to go through and experience that. Is that right? Is that what we were seeing?
There is, just because it's about a 2-month setup where we transform the camp into this magical place.
That's amazing.
We partner with other organizations. We have every night is a youth group that is the Angel Choir. Lidditz Area Mennonites Drama Department does a musical number in one of the scenes that you're seeing there. And then it's just, summer staff. We have volunteers that have been doing it now for, I think this will be like 15 years.
I think we've been past 15 now. I think we're going 16 or 17.
Okay. So they come back and keep on doing it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And the people who come through it, like we have people like, oh, have you been here before? Yeah, this is our family tradition to come through and do it.
Yep, do it every year. That's really, really cool. Oh my gosh. I had no idea that you did so much year round. You think at camp, it's summer camp. But something really for every season. That's so cool. So we're kind of nearing the end of our time. What's next? I mean, you talked about the log cabins. That sounds like a great addition, but what's next for maybe 2026 and beyond?
So we're constantly dreaming and contemplating what's next. The cabin project is big. We're always we work with a program called Neighborhood Assistance Program. It's like the EITC for non-educational departments. So we partner with businesses who contribute, get 90% tax credit, and that allows us to fund. We just completed a renovation of all of our recreational playgrounds. We have all new playgrounds. We added a dirt bike track. We improved our nature center with the animals. So we're working at doing some improvements to our pavilions because they get used so heavily. In the summer, each one has a kitchen so you can cook your meals in it, but those kitchens really haven't been improved too much. So with the addition of our field trips and the number of schools that are coming, we really want to make sure we have quality facilities. So that's next year's goal, is to improve those pavilions. And just really, like this year we added mountain bikes. So next year we'll sit down, like what's the next big thing that we're going to add to keep kids wanting to come back?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Kailey, do you have anything to add to kind of what's down the road for Woodcrest Retreat?
Yeah. I mean, right now, like he said, we're in our cabin project, but the entire project is Mission 412. So we are not only wanting to do the addition of the cabins, but also the program center.
There's a new dining hall and gym.
Okay.
We are going to need about 140 mattresses when we finish that project.
I think I know a guy.
I heard of a guy.
That's awesome. We'd love to have that conversation with you. That's awesome. So anything else that we might have missed that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah. So, I mean, although we hire a lot of summer staff, we have about over 300 volunteers a year that make all of this happen. We have volunteers that not only help us during the Bethlehem and our events, but we have volunteers that are here in the office helping with mailings, facilities, mowing the grass, keeping all the flower beds weeded and planted and looking nice. What are some other volunteers that we have?
Yeah, I mean, maintenance, just general maintenance, whether it be fixing random buildings or things, keeping up with the area here. Journey to Bethlehem is all volunteer based. So we need not only actors, but people behind the scenes to help with setup, whether it be guiding people into the right lines or things like that. I'm trying to think.
Kitchen volunteers to help with food service. People just have a heart for building and connecting to our community. I'd love to see them be a part of what we're doing here.
That's awesome. So woodcrestretreat.org is the website. Producer Chris has it right there on the screen,
He's
and there's a volunteer.
Great with that.
Oh, he's the man that makes this show look fantastic. He's pushing all the buttons back there. So looks like you have a contact us there. So if you're feeling led as a result of hearing this conversation
you can contact us for volunteers, contact us for business sponsorships, contact us. Probably this week, the ticket sales go up for the concert. If you want to book a field trip, all those things can be done online.
That's awesome. Well, Bill and Kailey, this has been awesome learning about Woodcrest Retreat right here in Lancaster County, up there in the neighborhood of Ephrata. Just such an unbelievable impact you have on these children and teenagers' lives through summer camps and through everything that you're doing. This was a really fun conversation. Thanks for being on and sharing.
Thanks for allowing us to be here. It's been a joy. When I was hired, we were told that Woodcrest's motto was the best kept secret, and my job was to fix that. So appreciate this platform as a way to do that. Because there's a lot going on, and we want to be the place that people think of when they want to get outdoors and experience exciting new things.
No question. Through this conversation, I think you are that place. That's really, really cool. We're done talking about Woodcrest Retreat, but I'd like to ask a few questions to get to know Bill and Kailey a little bit better. If you got a few more moments, do our connection cocktail, we call it here. So I guess my first question, Bill, you can go first. Do you have a favorite book, podcast, TV show that you're kind of into right now?
I'm an avid reader. So I'm reading lots. I like to read what I call the old dead guys from the old era. But I have been reading that's been helping us. It's called The Anxious Generation. This was a scholarly look at how our internet media-driven culture is affecting a lot of the anxiety, depression, mental illness that we have. So this has been like, and his whole cure is kids need to get back outdoors.
Get outside.
So this has been helpful for us as I go and talk to churches and donors. Like, here's the problem. We're the solution.
Yep.
Let's get together and make it happen. So
That's awesome.
It's a hard read for me because I'm usually more into like not numbers and stats, but
Right.
it's been good reminder why I do what we do.
Yeah. I mean, getting outside is so important. It's I feel like that was my childhood. It was spent outdoors. Playing sports, being outdoors, whatever. But yeah, today's generation is a little different than that. So it's so cool that you have the perfect opportunity to get outside with Woodcrest Retreat. So, Kailey, how about you? Book, podcast, whatever.
Yeah, so I actually, oddly enough, have been really into the TV show Fixer Upper.
Okay,
I personally am in the process of like moving sort of myself. So it's really cool to see all those ideas. I wish one day I can go in there like Joanna Gaines and knock down walls and make things better. So
it is.
You'll talk to our maintenance team first.
Yeah, right. You always wonder with those shows, like they start out, it looks like maybe a dump of a place or whatever, and then they knock everything down and start over, and you always wonder, like, I mean, the show is only maybe an hour long or whatever, and they do so much, you wonder like how much actually they don't show, but it's the transformation with some of these places is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's cool.
So question for both of you, Kailey, you can go first. Dream vacation.
I really want to go to Europe someday, specifically
nice.
Italy and France.
Okay.
We actually have someone on staff right now that is here from France. She's visiting for like, is it 5 weeks?
5 or 6 weeks.
She leaves on Thursday. Very sad, but I'd love to go there to see, just where she lives and what it's like there. But
That's
Europe
cool.
in general is just a really cool place. So
That's awesome. Bill, how about you? Same question.
We've been working as a family going through the national parks.
Oh, very cool.
So trying to figure out how many we can hit and just discovering there's so many natural wonders out there. God's fingerprint is just, and it's been fun seeing that and discovering all those things.
Yeah. Is there one that you've been to already that was like?
We did Utah last year, and it was the 5 state parks the national parks, and it was just phenomenal. Bryce Canyon was our favorite by far. Yeah.
My family did a trip to Acadia last summer, and I was just blown away by how beautiful that was up there. So it's on my bucket list to kind of do the west, the tour out west, because there's nothing around here that looks like that out there.
No, nothing. they say Woodcrest is a mountain. We're the highest peak in the area, but it's not a mountain. It's a hill compared to that.
Yeah. If hill, I don't know, might not even be a hill, right? Compared to the beauty out there. So last question for each of you. Your favorite local spot in Lancaster could be a restaurant, coffee shop, ice cream destination. Where are you going?
So my son and I have been getting into disc golfing.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And Lancaster has so many disc golfs.
Yeah.
So we've just been checking on the app and making our way to all of the disc golfs in the national and the state parks and local areas this spring and summer. It's been great. It's a lot of fun.
Is there a favorite course that you have?
We just discovered one in Lancaster, Buckmiller.
Buckmiller Park,
which we love that course. It was not too hard, where I'm spending my time looking for my disc in the woods or in the water.
That would be me.
But challenging enough where I was like, I need to work on this. So it was a lot of fun, and it was just meet neat people. It was so busy. There was people around, and you're just chatting and talking, and it's again community. We love it.
That's cool, and outdoors.
Yeah, outdoors. And I get my steps in, so I'm being healthy.
Perfect. Kailey, same question.
I really like the Lucky Dog thrift shop in New Holland.
Oh, okay.
That place it's a little thrift store. It looks little from the outside, and then you get inside and it's like its own little world in there. You're like having to squeeze in your shoulders to get down the aisles of things. Cool. It's just stacked up, and so much fun to dig through stuff. So
and is there something particular that you go there to look for? Or like, are you like hunting for something specific, or you just like to find what you find?
I just like to look around for shops.
It's one of those things, you never know what you're going to find.
No.
Sure.
I mean, right now stuff for the house, but just random things are fun.
Kailey is engaged and getting married this fall to one of your other staff members that they met here at camp.
We did.
Yeah. So we love those stories where staff meet.
That's cool.
We've had a number of those weddings the past year or two where staff members have met and fell in love and then start their family and then keep the campers coming in future generations.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, Kailey. That's really cool. Good luck with all the preparation and planning for that. I know there's a lot to do there, right? So
especially now that summer is finally winding down, I finally have time for it.
Yep.
It was definitely put on pause for a while. So.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot going on there for the summer.
Yeah.
Well, Bill and Kailey, this has been a real joy talking to you about Woodcrest Retreat in Ephrata, the summer camp. You've got your fall festival coming up. All the details about that are at woodcrestretreat.org. If you're listening and watching and you'd like to volunteer your time, you have a particular skill, or you have free time that you'd like to donate to Woodcrest Retreat, they would love it. And of course, if you're a parent listening, watching, and you have a young camper or an aspiring camper that would benefit from being part of the program, they'd love to hear from you as well. So again, Bill and Kailey, this was fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time
to have
a conversation with us. Yeah. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Yep, thanks. Yep, bye-bye. Well, that was great. It's so cool doing this show. I know I've said this before, but when Jeff and I started this show 4 years ago, thinking about having conversations with local organizations, other businesses like us that give back to the community, but really just shining the light on great people, great organizations impacting other people in the community, people in need, children, our youth. It's all so important. And admittedly, I didn't know really anything about Woodcrest Retreat before they asked to be a guest on the show. And it was really a lot of fun and impactful to learn about what they do and the thousands of lives that they're impacting in our local community every summer and really year round. So Bill and Kailey, thank you for being on the show. That was awesome. So we're going to wrap up the show here. Gardner's Mattress and More, the sign right next to me, that is the building within which I reside. You see some mattresses here behind us. Gardner's is your Wake Up Happy store. We help you live longer and live more healthfully through a great night's sleep, obviously through an investment into a new mattress. Our crew is fantastic. They will work you through your sleep needs and make recommendations to meet those sleep needs so that restful sleep is a reality, waking up happy is a reality so that you can live longer, happier, and again, more healthy. So testimonial time here at Gardner's. We got a handwritten testimonial received here within the last week. I opened a number of these, but I'll just share this one. I had a few of them waiting for me coming back from vacation. Of course, this person here, Daniel, thought our process to assess the sleep needs and suggest the right mattress was very helpful. Tried many beds from many different manufacturers, as Drew, one of our sales managers, who actually just went on vacation starting today. Hope he has a great time. Drew guided us as we gave feedback. We were probably in the store for a couple hours, and that's normal. We want to spend ample amount of time with our customers to make sure that we are meeting their sleep needs. So 2 hours is probably an average. Sometimes people spend less time. Sometimes people spend more time. Sometimes people spend multiple visits, and that's okay. Hours across multiple visits. We want to spend the right amount of time to make sure that the decision on a new mattress is the right one. And that's what we do here at Gardner's. We've been doing it for 35 years in Lancaster. And we're your Wake Up Happy store. So come give us a look here. Stop by anytime. We're right on the loop around Park City Mall, right behind Park City Mall. on Plaza Boulevard, 830 Plaza Boulevard specifically, and on the web at gardnersmattressandmore.com. And again, thanks for watching. Thanks again to Bill and Kailey from Woodcrest Retreat here in Ephrata in Lancaster County for being on the show. We've got a great group of guests coming up here in August. If you're watching and you're an organization or a small business that would like to be featured on Lancaster Connects, go to lancasterconnects.com/guest or hit the Lancaster Connects webpage. There's a guest tab at the top. Fill out the simple form that's there. Let us know why you'd be a good fit for the show, and we'd love to get you on. We are booking guests into the fall, September, October, November, and December. And my goodness, I can't believe we're talking about the last quarter of the year coming up here soon. I feel like the year is just flying by. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. This is Lancaster Connects. We'll see you on the next connection.